Welcome everyone to the Fuck If I Know podcast, rebranded as the Kai and Ian Show, pending title.
Well, yeah, pending title, yeah.
And we're here at my abode, and we are enjoying ourselves with a little conversation. We're gonna have a discussion of sorts. We'll go over topics.
Kai, we gotta redo that. We gotta redo that, dude. That is insane, dude. That is insane, bro. Yeah, it's the pen and he turns into fucking Benjamin Button. Mm-hmm. Well, guys, hi.
Welcome to the podcast.
No, dude. Yeah. This is a podcast.
Yeah, it's a podcast.
This is a podcast.
It's Kai. It's Kai.
It's Kai. My name's Ian.
Yeah.
We do not have a name for the podcast.
We do not have a name for the podcast.
We're just sick and fucking tired, right?
Yeah.
That's what this is, dude. This is the sick and fucking tired podcast, maybe?
Yeah, we're all kind of at our ends.
No. We're happy.
I'm happy. You're happy? Sure.
I'm very happy, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very happy.
I'm very natural.
Yeah, you are. You're coming off as very natural right now.
I just gotta break through it, dude. Don't make me say like, "Oh, we gotta restart the podcast." Cut. You sound you're too in our ears.
What's the thing that's been on your mind lately, Kai?
Finishing Atlantic Jackson.
Yeah.
And no one cares about it anymore.
I think.
I'm kidding. We're hard. No, don't. Let me break the news. We're hard at work on the final episode, and it's coming. And as soon as people get their shit together and can fucking meet on a Saturday, it's not a big ask.
We've all got lives. And jobs. We have to work.
Well, we're going to get it done. We've got about 30% of it done. So, it's a work in progress. I'm not trying to be angry or over dramatic. I'm not trying to put on a show either. I am trying to put on a show. I'm trying to put on Atlantic Jackson. I want to finish it.
Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. That was a great little monologue.
Maybe I need to get down here.
I'm not trying to be angry. No, we will finish it. We're going to finish this great crime thriller,
comedy,
dystopian,
black humor, black comedy, dark comedy.
Yeah, dark comedy.
Whatever it's called.
Black comedy is the original. Yeah, right.
Shaun of the Dead.
Dark. It's exactly like Shaun of the Dead.
It's like Shaun of the Dead.
So if you like Shaun of the Dead, you should check out Atlantic Jackson on YouTube at Birdhouse Entertainment. This channel.
If Simon Pegg was taller,
I'm very like me. I'm very much a tall Simon Pegg.
You're like Nick Frost.
Well, I'm like a tall Simon Pegg, Nick Frost.
Simon Pegg too. See, now I feel, because now I have the headphones off. We only have one pair of headphones.
He feels a little tuned in.
A little too sucked in there. So I do apologize for that cold open that kind of went south. But here we are. Anyway, I did write down some stuff, except it's on my phone.
Get it out, dude. Oh, it's on your phone.
So if we go, I'll just go off the dome here.
I offered to let you use my phone. Yeah, go off the dome. That's what it should be. It's difficult because
we shouldn't feel forced to talk about anything either. I know you guys obviously you want a good show, but there's so many podcasts out there now. It's like, yeah, you're gonna find a topic, a certain topic.
Just like anything though, everything right now is oversaturated because of the advent of the internet and the time we're in. So even if it was music, film, there's a lot of people trying to do stuff, as always. But now everyone can see it and hear it and view it, and it can be a little annoying when all these people are trying to do something. But I don't give a fuck. We're doing what we want to do.
Stay in your lane and work with your coworkers, your teammates. We're talking basics. Get something together. Community is important. It's important to build a community, especially now because everyone's so focused on themselves. I feel like there
isn't much community anymore. And there are subsects of communities, you know what I mean? But they all tend to be pretty shitty, I'd say. Mm-hmm. Not to be a Debbie Downer or fun sponge, but in most cases, like
I've never heard that.
If you have an
Fun
interest
Sponge.
or you're into something,
Yeah.
and there's a community around it, the community, in my experience, those communities tend to be really shitty, except for Arrested Development communities. Those tend to be really nice.
The fan groups?
The fans in Arrested Development communities are like all really decent.
Yeah.
And like yeah.
They're good
But like
people.
if you delve into the Rick and Morty fan bases,
Yeah, you'll find a mixed bag there.
no, I don't think you'll find much of a mixed bag. And if anything, it's a mixed bag of
I for one do not
horrendous people.
do not like where Rick and Morty has gone. I mean, I've
Is that because of Dan? What's his name? Dan? Is it Dan Harmon that did it?
what was
Or was
his name?
arrested? Or was it?
Oh man, let's not
Which
throw
one
names
was
out
it?
there. Who was it?
Who was it? It wasn't
Justin
Dan.
Roiland.
Justin Roiland, yeah.
But he did a great.
But all of his charges were dropped.
His charges were dropped. I think we last heard.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe
That's what I heard. I don't even read the news.
yeah.
I heard that. That's what I heard. And I don't even read the news. I heard that he is completely innocent. And guess what, dude? He's currently suing Adult Swim.
Is he?
I don't know.
You're just speaking
Yeah.
up. Careful, guys. When you listen to people talking online, a lot of the times, while it sounds nice and quaint and well produced, it can be absolute garbage trash.
But that's the case for anything. So why would we really try to be like an arbiter of the truth
We
or
aren't.
anything like
We
that?
aren't. I'm being a dick. I'm being,
Chintzy,
too much.
dude. I don't know.
Something like that. You got DQ. We forced.
No,
he
we
made
did
me
not.
get
We
DQ,
did
and then
not
he yelled
get
at me
DQ'd.
for going to the fucking drive-through. He's like, oh.
I had an autistic breakdown.
Oh, okay.
A
You know what?
meltdown.
It wasn't real.
It was real.
It was real, but we overcame it, and we got together. We said we'll have a great podcast still.
Well, you left my house. When we left my house, I asked if you wanted. I asked you in message if you wanted to go get food, right?
Yeah.
And generally that means like okay, like you said, yeah. So like maybe we
then you
think we
plan
can
it
start
out,
thinking
you
about,
think about
and
it.
that could be on me.
I jumped the gun. I
will
was
say-
thinking one track mind to get here and get this set up because I thought it would take forever. It took a little while, but
It's not a big deal anymore.
But,
We're not dealing with
we're not dealing with
mixers
the past.
and shit, dude. We've got the fucking Focusrite suite, dude. The goddamn Scarlet.
Focusrite. I drive a Focus. It's all coming together.
A red Focus.
A red Focus.
The Focusrite.
This
At
is
Verizon,
insane.
dude.
At Verizon. Check mark.
Check mark, dude.
Check marks the spot.
That marks the spot. Anyway, as we were talking about before,
Yeah.
dude, I can't even think right now.
Yeah, it's hard to. Well, like we don't have to be.
No, it might
perfect.
be. It might actually be the pen.
Oh, the pen.
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, it can
Who
knock you
knows?
off your saddle. So I mean, maybe sing something. Try singing a little tune to like get your
Hey, yo,
like a real song.
hey, yo, my Joe. Oh, like pick a song.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
or that. I mean,
Jingle. No,
sure,
I can't decide.
sure.
I think that's the problem. Is I'm undecided
I think-
today. I'm undecided. I'm in control, but I'm undecided.
Yeah.
I haven't really thought about what I'm going to think or do today.
Yeah, I know.
Yet.
And now you're here.
And now I'm
which
here.
sucks because you're like, it's like the same thing in ordering Dairy Queen. Sometimes you just don't have enough time.
Sometimes you just got to pick something. You know
just
what I
gotta
mean?
pick something.
And I'm honestly picking.
You're doing well. I think
Yeah.
we're doing well.
Well,
But-
I'm picking drones. Let's talk about drones since I'm looking at one.
Yeah, we got a broken drone over there.
That's an old drone.
DJI.
So like, what would you do with the drone? What would you do with the drone if you could put a Gatling gun on it?
Not. I would. Well, if I could put a Gatling gun on it, maybe
Yeah.
make it funnier. Like put a ketchup bottle, a big comic size.
That shoots bullets.
That
and
shoots like
ketchup.
acid, like straight acid, like corrosive acid.
Oh, yeah. On who?
On not who, but an area perhaps just to
Where-
watch the
whoa,
chemical
where,
reaction.
where?
I don't know,
Are
like
you
a
talking like
glacier, like a glacier. This is terrible.
You're a horrible person.
This guy brings in the violence and the hatred.
Dude, you have a
Pop filter.
You have a pop filter.
I could
and
use
you're
my
using it.
pop filter so it's not aggressive on your ears. But I think I have a nice soothing voice.
You gotta bleep that.
Yeah, we will go back.
You can
Jamie,
bleep everything
we'll
we
go
say.
back.
Every word we say. Bleep.
just that
Bleeps.
nothing.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
bleeps. Yeah, be a good Adult Swim episode. Maybe this will air on Adult Swim. I might send an email out.
Yeah.
With this video file, if they steal it and they like repurpose it for something, I don't care.
You should put a blue-green filter over the whole video so that.
I'm 27. I'm gonna be 28 in 3 days.
You're 28 in 3 days.
In 3 days. What day is it? It's the 9th. It's the 10th. 2 days.
But that's nice.
12th, bro. Sheesh. 28. Look how far we've come. This channel has been going on.
You're lucky, dude. You're
over
lucky.
10 years.
You're lucky. You're a lucky guy.
Yeah.
You made it this far. You made it 28 nice years on this earth.
Years, you know,
decent, good years.
Making it, living off YouTube alone. It's
shit's
insane.
a little. Shit's a little whack, dude.
It's a little whack.
Shit's a little whack. Sometimes.
I got a little whacked up. So, you know, when you guys watch this,
my
you might
guy
see
got
my eyes.
super whacked up.
You might see my eyes doing stuff like that. I have a little bit of a paranoia disorder. Technically, not really.
He basically has serial sorceromancy. He's a serial necromancer. He's dark,
actually,
he's dark and dirty. He's dark and dirty.
I'm working with the champions in Skyrim.
Yeah. So yeah, how's your Skyrim game? Your Skyrim playthrough going?
Very good, dude. I beat Alduin already. I did all the Thieves Guild missions.
I thought Alduin was a guy from World of Warcraft.
It sounds like it, doesn't it?
I'm pretty sure Alduin is.
Alduin is.
Damn, dude, we're fucking nerds.
Yeah. Welcome to the cast. What?
You're talking about your Skyrim playthrough.
Yeah, and what else did I do?
Funny.
The Dawn Guard. What strikes me odd about the Dawn Guard is when you go there, they have armored trolls that they control.
I did not know that.
They control.
Really?
Right?
I didn't know that. Is the Dawn Guard the werewolf killers or whatever?
No, the vampire killers. They form, and they have armored trolls with them that are subdued.
That's kind of crazy, dude.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
So why do they hate the vampires so much?
That's honestly making me want to play
picking and
Skyrim.
choosing their monsters. They only dislike the vampires and not these fucking disgusting monsters. I guess maybe the trolls are less organized.
Well, they're
pose less of a threat.
The trolls are just beasts. Trolls are that. Trolls are just, like boars. Like no different than like a boar.
Cattle.
Yeah.
To be prodded.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily look at it like that.
I might.
But on the same tongue, at the same tone, or on the flip side or whatever.
Flippy.
At the flip side, the vampires are cognizant. Evil. They turn humans into vampires.
What about the werewolves? Why doesn't the Dawn Guard have a problem with werewolves?
Because the werewolves
are the champions.
Werewolves fuck, and the Dawn Guard fucks werewolves. Yeah, that's known lore.
It's known lore. That's in the last
That's canon.
book
That's canon. Yeah.
Todd was right. Todd tweeted about
Howard,
that.
Yeah.
He said
they
fuck them.
They fuck them. The Dawn Guard fucks the werewolves.
Dawn Guard fucks the werewolves.
Yeah. That was actually at a Bethesda keynote.
Yeah.
An interview at a Bethesda keynote, or whatever you call that.
A keynote special.
A keynote special.
Yeah.
The keynote special.
Speaking of which, we have the Halloween special 2 cooking up.
Oh,
that one might be a little late.
No. We're getting it out.
See, this is what I mean. They got priority. They want to get their projects out. Dude, I mean, it's all of our projects.
We'll have Halloween. We'll have the Halloween special done by Valentine's Day. It'll be out by Valentine's Day at the latest.
Shut the fuck. Yeah, like
your sound is good, right, dude?
Happy Blood Time
Looks like
Day.
you're not talking into the mic enough.
Yeah, but they can hear me. I got a bombastic voice.
Dude, are you a Grinch guy? Like, do you like the Grinch a lot, or like the Who world, or what are you called?
Yeah, I do. But what will I wear? Yeah, that's like the Atlantic Jackson flair.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
And basically, I should have worn my Grinch shirt, but I'm thinking, maybe we could talk about that. We have a couple ideas. Should we talk about the ideas?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the number one is the monster stand up.
We got some monster stand up that might be coming out.
Well, yeah.
Yours truly, this guy, Gare Bear.
Scare Bear. Gary West.
We'll
Gary
see who
Banks.
else possibly juiced on.
And we'll have a...
It'll be a live event, maybe?
What?
Even? Possibly?
You talking about like...
No, it won't
going
be a live
and
event.
going.
Well, we did have something else possibly in the works.
We could rent a venue.
With a certain influencer. You don't want to break the news? Can we? We can't talk about it yet, can we?
What?
You said you knew. He commented. He liked your story.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna. Well, that's not even
got a
fruition.
surprise.
That's not even fruition.
It's not fruition, and if it did, then you knew. Then you know we've made it.
We can say
can
that it's possible. It's possible that I might message Airsoft Fatty and see if he wants to do some content or work on something and be in a sketch. But I haven't even messaged him, so that's just it's conjecture.
It could go somewhere,
dude. It could go somewhere. I'd pay him $2,000.
Yeah,
$2,000. He's split a K. Drop it to Airsoft Fatty. He comes out for a week, stays at your parents' house.
Yeah, I don't think my dad or my mom would like that.
He'll
come out for a night.
Airsoft Fatty can smoke bongs in your mom's room.
Night.
He can stay in your parents' room and smoke bongs in there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You can smoke bongs in there.
I appreciate the guy. I like him a lot.
Yeah, me too. I bet I look really relaxed right now.
You don't. You look tense as hell, dude. You look.
It was a joke. I'm trying to figure it out here.
Yeah, no. Compared to me, I'm super relaxed at this point.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Go on,
dude. I don't know, dude. Anyway, the first idea is monster stand up. So like having different monsters actually do stand up, but
right.
but making the jokes kind of funny somehow, if that's even possible.
It would relate to their character in some way or shape or form.
And then
but we don't want to. I don't want to throw so much of an idea out there that one of you watches this and says, "I'm taking that."
Dude, who gives a shit?
I don't like it when people steal my stuff.
We're nothing yet, dude. We got to get the execution down. Down pat. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's really it.
The format.
We got to get perfect execution.
Sure.
No sloppy executions.
I like sloppy executions.
Sometimes once in a while, sloppy execution. Most of the time, we want to keep it Gucci. Keep it perfect, dude. We should spend the next 10 minutes hitting our vape.
Vape break.
Oh, that's just such a nice thing to hear.
The crackle.
Is vape break? No, vape break.
Vape break.
If I was working and my manager came out while I was working with a customer, it was just like vape break and just intervene. I'd be so happy. Would
you go nuts?
I do vape breaks. I'll do the. Can I be right back? I'll be right back. Just want to get a sip of water real quick. I'll go take a sip of water and just smack the nicotine. Now that's ostentatious.
Yeah, dude.
Is that how you say that? Ostentatious.
What does it mean, though?
Hey, is that? Hey Google. What does ostentatious mean?
Here's the definition of ostentatious. Characterized by pretentious or showy display, designed to impress.
Yeah, that was definitely ostentatious of me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. What the fuck? I forgot what I said it about.
Oh, man.
That's the problem, dude.
Guy's high as hell.
I can't begin belligerent, dude.
Dude's fucking smoked out. So am I, a little bit. But that's not the point. And I hate people who just dedicate their whole life to weed. A lot. I don't hate them, but like, dude.
Like, you mean like where their identity is all
your identity. I get it if you have like a farm and you make a business out of it and you got to kind of endorse it all the way, but like.
But even those people generally aren't like all weed. Like, they're usually like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like if you went and looked at like a dispensary owner's house, he's probably living in a really nice house and fucking.
Oh yeah. They're kicking it back.
Who knows? maybe they are. It's just I feel like like the hippie, like the hippie culture of the past isn't as prevalent. I mean, it is probably with older people, and like I definitely have a couple friends, a few friends that are wrapped up full stoners, but
which it's cool.
I love them. I love it.
If you were a super stoner back in the day, I'm sure that was like the thing to do.
And to an extent in high school, like after high school, I was like a real bona fide stoner.
Bona fide stoner, yeah,
bona fide stoner, yeah.
He was.
And then and like obviously I still smoke, but it's like it's one of those things that it is weird to just be like, that's how you meet people, that's how you like, you know what I mean, that's how you come together people, that's how you like
your shared interest is your
no, I don't like that.
But that was like a Jeff Bezos laugh. I hate myself.
You are kind of like locked up in tense like Jeff Bezos. I don't know
why, dude. I'm not. I'm fine.
You got that Bezos.
I hear
charm.
you.
I hear you.
I hear you. With that talk,
I hear you.
You hate how you connect to people with drugs.
I don't really hate that. I just don't like how it's how prevalent it is. In some people's life. But that's
kind of sad, but like.
But that doesn't have it has nothing to do with weed, and it has everything to do with people, because that's the same thing for anything. If all I wore was Adidas,
yeah.
Well, I mean, and I'm wearing a lot of Adidas right now, but like, if I constantly wore Adidas and like I just like that was my thing is buying Adidas, that's like I just don't like that. You know what I mean? I don't like seeing that in a person. Saying like if somebody just wears Rick and Morty everything and is like, yeah,
that is. Don't you?
I bought
buy
a bunch
Adidas?
of. I do like Adidas. I'm keen on Adidas for sure.
On Adidas.
I'm keen on Adidas. I'm keen on certain things. I'm keen on Puma. But that.
Keen on Adidas. It sounds like a.
But to no extent has what I've worn ever been like my personality. You know what I mean? Even Gary's a good example. Gary owns designer clothes, but like there's to no extent has it ever been his. You know what I mean? Like
his forte.
No. Just it's never been like
a focus. It's just something he acquires along the way.
It's never been. It's never been ingrained in his personality, like, you know what I mean, where it's like he's,
that's all he
has
wears,
to have it, doesn't, yeah.
But he does.
Or is using it to try to, that's what it is using it in his identity, like, to try to impress people or whatever, because, like, or to try to connect people, because that's what it is, like, I don't know, to some extent, if you're really into something like Rick and Morty, and this podcast is just going to be me hating on Rick and Morty, but it's, like, the best example, because it is such a large group, such a large amount of people, and I'm not, no insult to their intelligence or anything, but like a lot of them,
it's become like a common, like it's got that hot topic feel about it where it's tacky and it's stupid to like it. And do you feel like you're kind of a hipster to how you see yourself?
As like, if for the definition of hipster, yeah,
because I do too.
But I don't know.
Like I see myself as a hipster.
I don't see myself as a hipster.
I do.
Because I do enjoy a lot of stuff. As much as I'm a hater of many things, I also enjoy. I like watching dumbass movies. I can turn my brain off and watch any movie, a Marvel movie, and I'll enjoy it. But like, then there's another great example. Is I literally stopped watching superhero movies because of some fucking neckbeard I worked with at a gas station once.
He ruined it.
It was hilarious. Absolute, like, so Green Lantern is guys just saying it's just like, and I was at work just like, and then for years I did not.
Especially if you don't want to hear that stuff and they just ramble.
And like, dude, deep down I'm a fucking super fan of like Lord of the Rings and shit, but like, I don't, I don't know. It's weird. Weird topic. I don't know what kind of rant that was.
On the people of the little cults, Little
cults, yeah. It's all performative. Everything's performative.
Like, would you say the same about like Shameless fans? No, not really.
Similarly, it's not about whether it annoys me so much as it is. It's weird that
they incorporate it into their identity.
Yeah, that they incorporate it in their identity so hard, so much. It's
I feel like, but Rick and Morty, like that's kind of faded. Like that's not really.
But even you like, for example,
Me?
no, not you. Sorry, my bad. You have aesthetics, right? That you draw. You probably drawn from things, but none of it is like the thing. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Same with me. Like there's aesthetics and certain things that I draw from my interests and stuff like that. But I've never been like, this is the whole like. Right. Like I don't know, Peaky Blinders. People who are really into Peaky Blinders.
Like, then you see those TikToks of people walking down the street in fucking New York.
I'm wearing fucking.
Getting, a pint with their fucking English mates.
I'm wearing, what are these called? Fucking something.
Cylinders.
I
don't know if those are. Didn't you say V-wing or something?
Wingtip shoes or whatever. Yeah. Wing nuts. So Kai, dude, that's great. Good news.
What?
No, it's just good news, all around. I gotta go back to work tomorrow, and just have another week. Are we gonna do a weekly podcast for the rest of this month?
We could, for the rest of the time.
We could stock up. We could do
the Doomsday podcast countdown. No, not. What do you think? Current state of affairs with the world.
I don't want to.
Just
I'm
like
a dummy.
broad...
I'm a dummy. Current affairs of the world. Well, things are just fucky
things are
all
going?
around. You know, things are always going to be fucky.
A little scary. We got the election this year. That's always got people on edge.
Interesting. That'll be interesting. Mm-hmm. That'll be interesting. Yeah. It's at the very least, it's going to be interesting. Like everything's the landscape, the political landscape, just of how people are, and
that's what I think's so interesting since like 2020. Like the interesting has been cranked up. Like all these things that have come out and all these like crazy things. P. Diddy. It sucks
because I'm kind of desensitized to it. Like
it
the
is.
Epstein thing was like,
and all
crazy,
this UFO.
Dude.
Like they were having UFO conferences and debriefings. Like who knows? Like why were they doing that? Were they trying to distract from something else? You never know.
Well,
it's like they flood it now. It's like the media just floods the airways with content. Like any social media.
The media acts weird. I really just want to go back. I would love to be like a teenager in like 2000. You know what I mean? And then grow up to be like in like my 20s by like 2005. You know what I mean?
That would be a different life, yeah.
Just like the landscape of the internet. Like the internet was so
teenage coming of age 90s lifestyle.
The internet was the wild, wild west. You had so many opportunities.
Yeah, economy was
for
booming.
Money, for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Comedy was great. Mm-hmm. Like it was so many good things. So many good things. It'd just be so much fun
to go back in time. Maybe eventually. I mean, look at how far AI has come and like the simulation things they can do now. I bet
how far algorithms have come.
Sure.
Yeah.
But they could get it pretty fine tuned to the point of like reconstructing a timeline that you could put on like VR and like visit.
I don't want that
but it would be so close. Like by the time they perfect it, and it might be a few years. You never know.
Kill myself. Like
you might. That's the thing about this stupid like. I hate how much technology is being like. It obviously it's good to innovate, but like,
it is. It's
like we're innovating.
It's assisting our life in many ways
to the demand of what?
Yeah,
like,
and the flip side of the amount of like there's a curve for like how much it's helping us. It's also hindering us. You know,
like I would never wear the Apple Vision Pro.
They are fucking dope. Have you worn them?
No.
If you wore it, you'd be like, I need one.
No, I wouldn't. I'm almost positive I wouldn't. But I would. Maybe I would enjoy the experience and be like, yeah. And maybe if it was cheaper, like it's $3,500, I'm not spending that.
Yeah, I suppose it depends on how you see things. And honestly, that's you. I honestly, no, I wouldn't particularly want to buy one of those. But I can 100% see how someone would. If I had the money, I would have one. Yeah. Even if I would never really use it. Because it's dope as hell, dude. I like things that are dope as hell. I'm not going to lie.
It looks
clean. I'm not
clean.
Sit back and sit on a high horse and be like, I'm poor, so I can't afford it, so I won't get one.
Oh.
If I had money, I would totally buy one.
Mm-hmm.
I would buy everything that I wanted that was cool, and that's why I'm not. I don't have money.
If you had money for
That's
it.
why I
It's
don't
just
have
like
money.
that's the thing. It's not going to be a common thing for most people because it's a premium product. You can acquire one secondhand.
I acquire many things secondhand.
Yeah.
Laptop,
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
my phone,
Mm-hmm.
because you handed it to me,
Yeah.
so it's a secondhand.
Oh yeah, I sold you that shit. I sold them that crappy phone.
That was a good day.
I'm kidding.
That was a good day. I got my new iPhone from my friend.
Yep.
I bought an iPhone from him at his store that he owns.
Correct.
He's the
A
owner.
cellular shop. I got one tower.
His name's Kai Verizon.
Kai Verizon.
Kai Verizon Horizon.
My eye's been twitching lately, so there's that.
His mom remarried. His mom Verizon. His mom last name Verizon remarried to the Verizons.
It's true.
So
It's true. It's been
I'm
devastating.
sorry, dude.
It's been
you
a
got
lot.
too high for this, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
ruined it. You ruined it.
It doesn't seem like it's too bad. The only problem is that I don't know how to.
Keep it going naturally.
I don't know how to be funny.
You do.
No, not right now. I am mind-bogglingly high. But that's okay, man.
It's okay. Where are we at? We got 30 minutes about.
We're at 30 minutes?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. If we could go break, come back to it, we'll see. This is just a test run. This isn't anything super official in any way. There's my fucking cat.
You know what? That's actually a good sign. Cat comes out. Let's take a quick break and we'll do another half hour.
We'll do another half hour in a bit. We might have drinks.
We will. Who gives a fuck?
Welcome back. I just hit
Who gives
the
a
microphone again with my headset. And we have a couple brews with us today. Crack that. ASMR.
Okay. So, I've got a few things on my mind right now.
Okay.
Last night, 1 in the morning, dude, I put on some direct TV. I was watching some television, which I haven't gotten the chance to do in a long time.
Okay.
And I put on Saw.
Oh.
And Saw 1 and 2 in a row on HBO. Now, I watched Saw at least one of them like once when I was a kid, and I had no fucking clue what was going on. Honestly, dude, really good movies.
Saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched-
at least the first one. I fell asleep during the second one.
I saw that one with my first girlfriend. And that was a good movie. Saw.
Okay. It's so quiet, Kai.
I can hear myself and they can hear me.
Okay, am I too loud?
No.
Oh.
No.
This is very weird.
No, it's not. Nothing is strange about this. Why is this unnerving to you? What's wrong?
It's because I'm talking at like a normal
Volume, and I'm like whispering.
Yeah. Well, that's something that's frankly disconcerting at the very least.
So we did write some topics down. Did you want to discuss those, or should we just?
Let's discuss one of the topics. Why don't you pick one at random?
Okay. Let me take a look.
That's a good idea. Take one.
We got deep state.
Deep state. What kind of angle? What kind of angle you want to take this at?
Man, really, it's a good.
What is the
question.
deep state to you, Kai?
The powers that be. Whatever you want to call them. Some would say Illuminati. Some would say.
So you're thinking shadow government?
Not fully. I almost feel like it's just. It is a cabal in some way, but it's not as directly evil as we would, assume maybe.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of like the results of what happens to the world and all the travesties and war and stuff. It's kind of a byproduct less than an actual desired result. I think it's
kind of like it's the positions of power kind of argument.
Yeah, I think there are, you could say bad powers or like bad superpowers out there that want to bring things down a level and not.
But so long as that amount of power exists in any situation or any governance or whatever, there will be people that will opportunistically or whatever try to get into those positions. Like, no matter, it might not necessarily be a cohesive cabal of people who have decidedly, you know what I mean, come together to control the world, but it's more that the positions they fit and the roles that they fit end up being so, you know what I mean, where they have all of the control, you know. Which actually is kind of a scary conversation because we can't go, you know, it depends on, a lot of people's opinions about that can range from psychotic to like kind of reasonable, like, you know what I mean, like
and then some people collect evidence or facts,
yeah,
and then they disappear.
But there's a truth. I mean, it depends on, god darn, man,
what,
sorry dude, I left my my phone on. I'm getting notification.
Oh no,
that's off.
Okay.
No, but like it depends also what you think, like I guess that's probably the common understanding of deep state is like a cabal or right? Is a
just a group
like
of bad
the lizard
actors
people or whatever
that are like out for blood in some way, just to exploit humanity and
make
the most money off of it and just profit.
Aren't like the bad things that our three-letter institutions have done, isn't that considered deep state? Like, isn't like,
yeah, like
right?
CIA and stuff like that. Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
I think that's all.
Well, like,
thing.
Weren't they like they were like spreading AIDS and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently.
It's funny.
In the 80s.
Well, it's not funny.
In
it's
the
not
80s. Apparently.
They were spreading AIDS and crack. They put the crack in the neighborhoods.
Yeah, they did that.
Yep.
Why did they do that? To offset things? To make things
I
upset?
think that was a racial thing.
That was a racial thing.
I think that the crack one was I think all of it's racial, or at least, sorry, not racial maybe, but like, classist, you know, in a way.
Spiritual warfare.
Just poor people. They're like, they could experiment. They wanted to try things, and that's another case, in my opinion, of how you talk. Like, it's just kind of what happens when, if you look at like the percentages of teachers that are bad, you'd be like surprised, right? But it's the same it's the same argument that the people that like that role as a teacher, it serves to you have a lot of power over people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're programming humans.
Yeah, so a lot of people who want power over people end up being, and it pays low. So like the people who end up being in those positions as teachers sometimes are the worst people ever.
Yeah.
Same with cops. You know what I mean? That's not to say that there aren't good people in those ranks and in those, but it's just that
I think there's an overwhelmingly, compared to like police, as far as that's concerned, that ratio, there's more like good teachers than bad, I would say. Cops,
honestly, in my opinion, I think that there's probably
maybe
more bad teachers than there are bad cops.
Maybe, but
teachers, because a cop can fuck your day up, can fuck your life up for sure, depending on what they're like, you know, whatever. But the teacher can fuck a bunch of kids' lives up at once, like you know what I mean, like they can fuck up like a whole swath of people's lives.
Yeah.
And and then from that, possibly all of their children and their children's children.
But the teacher isn't going to shoot the kids.
Maybe they will. Maybe they do. Maybe that's what they're doing now.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. We're still going here. I'm just but yeah. I hear you. Should we move on to?
Well, you don't have to robot.
Yeah,
you don't have to
robot. Not a robot, but like, you know, just.
You don't have any thoughts on that?
I have thoughts on it.
Let's hear your thoughts
on the teachers,
on whatever, on anything in the lab. We were talking about teachers. We were talking about cops. We're talking about the deep state. We were talking about just the powers that be. You know what I mean? The government. Do you have any opinions?
You think the government is involved with the lottery? I think the government controls the lottery.
I don't know.
Is there a connection there?
Casinos?
Casinos are. Oh,
we didn't have to.
Now we're getting into
one of the other topics.
Yeah, but do you think?
I wouldn't know.
The government.
I would imagine that the money, a lot of the money. I would imagine that in some way that as a entity, like I guess I don't know, because
it was a stupid question.
Because a lot of casinos are on reservations, right? and reservations they can't be taxed by the government, right? As far as I'm aware, I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
think
they
that
are.
I think that they're
Exempt,
their own what do you call it? Whatever.
Exempt. Yeah. Or whatever.
But like, if you want to just start like a sports betting website or something like that, I'm sure that there are permits or like some kind of things that you have to pay, taxes, whatever, not tariffs, that's international, right? But that you'd have to pay to the government, I would imagine. In some way the government makes money. Maybe not though. Who knows? I'm a dummy.
Yeah, we're dummies. We're just sitting here
But
trying to figure this out.
the
Thanks for
gambling's
tuning
fun,
in.
dude. Gambling's cool.
Gambling is fun, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
I won 2,800 once off 500, so call me a winner. Hey.
And it was
Yeah. What?
it was your nephew's money.
It was my money.
So you had to give it back to all of it
It
back.
was my money. I don't have a nephew. I have 2 nieces. I'm an uncle, bro. I'm uncle status.
Yeah, that's nice, dude.
Unc status, as the kids say.
I'm a cousin status, but I'm an uncle. Not really. I'm not technically an uncle, but my cousin's a tiny little guy. So I'm a big.
You're like big uncle.
cousin, dude. A big cousin.
Big cousin. Big
Yeah.
cousin Ian.
Little
Big
dudes.
cousin Ian.
Hey, I'm
Showing up on the farm.
feeling real husky.
Uh-oh.
I'm feeling real.
How'd your wives?
I'm feeling real pragmatic.
Uh-oh, he's pregnant.
I'm feeling pregnant. I'm feeling real pregnant.
Prego.
Real pregnant.
I'm preggers here on the ranch.
Hey, my name's Cletus, and I'm
Ripped
pushing my second trimester right now.
Yeah.
I'm pushing my second trimester, and I'm honestly, I'm craving chocolate.
Honestly, I could kill for anything. Hershey's
I'd
bar.
kill for a Hershey's bar. Or
Babe Ruth, I'm talking. I'd go for a nut roll.
I'm sick. I'm feeling real ill.
Who is this character, dude?
He's a pregnant.
The uncomfortable Southern guy that's on the podcast.
He's pregnant. He's also
Yeah, I'm sick.
a
What is
trans Southern guy. Southern trans man.
it? Okay. That's him.
Yes.
I'm feeling real ill. I've got a splitting headache. I got a splitting headache.
Right. I am just absolutely
Toast.
toast. The morning sickness is just too much for me. I'm thinking about getting an abortion.
Yeah, can I see that? All right.
Come on,
We are the sketch.
yeah, there we go.
Right.
That was
It's a good transition.
That was a nice.
Did you know that?
Kai made
What
an
you're watching here
observation.
is not a podcast. This is a sketch.
Kai made an observation that I'm kind of like a Sith Lord.
I think he's doing dark dealings.
No, he made the observation that we are the sketch. In
the ways we want to succeed, in the ideas we have, and we
that's the
present.
execution. That's that we have to figure out how to execute our normal selves on camera.
We can do it.
I can do it.
We can all do it.
I didn't
It's
figure
just
out how, but
A
I
matter
can
of
do it.
time.
We need to execute ourselves on camera. You know what I mean? Not execute.
Yeah,
a
let's
derived.
execute ourselves on camera.
We can't execute a derived. You know what I mean? Like a derived thought of what something is. We really have to tune in. We have to become ourselves.
Yeah, you just have to be the character.
How do you
Play
think
it.
that? How do you think Bryan Cranston is such a great actor? Just from being himself.
I'm Bryan
He's just being himself. He's never acted a day in his life.
Right. I'm Bryan Cranston.
Bryan Cranston.
I've been working on a meth lab, Skylar.
Dude,
Skylar.
Liam Neeson as Walter White would be so funny.
Gus, that black bastard.
I'm the one who knocks.
Oh, I made a reference to the little cum town over there. They didn't notice.
I'll bleep that out.
Shout out to Nick.
Cricky, dude. Cricky Mullen. Cricky Mullen.
We met that fucker. We met that guy.
I felt I did him. I was mean.
So was I.
I was
You're just rude to the guy.
I was just drunk as hell.
I was really rude to the poor guy.
We were pretty rude. And we looked at him. We looked down on him.
We
We looked down on Nick Mullen, dude.
It's kind of hard not to. I'm kidding, dude. We love Nick. We do love Nick.
Yeah.
In the gayest way possible.
Mm.
No, not gay.
There's a point in time where I forgot that we were like standing in line to meet him, and I had completely blanked on the fact that we were going to meet, one of my favorite comedians.
Yeah.
And by the time I met him, I was just focused on getting another beer. So that's what came out. Is I was like, "Hey man," I just said, "Hey man, could you give me like a PBR?"
You asked him for that.
Yeah, the first words I completely. I didn't
What did he say?
I put my hand on his shoulder and asked him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was wasted. He was
wasted.
absolutely trash.
I said, "Hey Nick, what you doing?" He's like, "Drunk." I was like, "Good drunk or bad drunk?" He's like, he gave me a look. He was like, "The fuck you mean?" So it's a dumb question. I'm sorry,
no such
Nick.
thing as a bad drunk.
There's no such thing as a bad drunk. There's only one drunk. I think that's what he said. Yeah. So
Anyway.
Shout out to Nick. Shout out to Adam Freeland. Shout out to Matt and Shane. Just shout out to
You gotta cut all that out.
yeah, we'll cut it all out.
Yeah.
Half the episode gone.
No, it's only 10 seconds. All right, so what happened? What happened to you in the last 20 minutes that made you so quiet and
Awkward and timid.
don't fill my mouth with words.
You put the pressure on me, bro. You want me to succeed, and yet it's not like a pressure cooker here. It's a slow roast. It's a pot roast.
I'm simply trying to just bring something to the table.
You're bringing it to the table, mate. Bring it to the table.
So what is it? What's this all about, Kai? What's everything about?
This whole podcast?
Yeah. What do you want?
It's about
What do you want out of this?
coming together. We can report here about new projects we're working on potentially. Once we get the gears moving and stuff on the way.
I've got new music coming out.
He's got new music coming
At
out.
the end of the month.
And
Possibly a house album. I'm gonna start spinning records, so look out for me.
Young Floral.
Young Floral or Most Odorous Skunk.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go with Most Odorous Skunk.
Yeah, you asked me about that. I don't think I responded in time.
I just can't. I don't even know where it came from. I was just walking up the stairs with Chino, and it came to me. I think I said it. I think it was just like an improvised lie. I just said it. I was like, I'm the most. I was explaining. I thought I smelled weed when I walked out of work.
The most odorous skunk.
And then because it was all over. It was across the entire main street. So I was like, I was walking and I still smelled it. And I was like, no, that's not weed. That's just the most odorous skunk.
Oh.
And I was like, that is a dope name.
That's a good name, I guess.
Most odorous skunk.
And it's like
MOS, dude. Moss. Mos.
it's loud. It's a loud name.
Yeah, most odorous skunk.
Most odorous skunk.
Kind of.
On the
I
beat.
feel like I'd have to be a black guy. Or dressed in like, go full
reggae?
weed. Yeah, full weed.
Full weed.
Full weed guy. Like we were talking about before, just be smoking a bong and
Make that your character.
No.
What?
No.
What do you mean no?
I want to be a character.
You're gonna be a character.
I could be the new Deadmau5. I'll wear a skunk helmet that lights up and it just shoots out with like farts, like just smells
Just fart
awful.
sounds?
It just smells awful. The whole venue smells awful when I perform.
I would never go.
What we need is I think we need a third. Or I don't know what it is.
No, it's because we started drinking. It's changed the vibe. Things are a
I'm
little
fine.
slower.
I'm liking the vibe, but then I stop talking and I expect a little bit of something.
I'm just listening. You're talking.
It can't be a one-sided podcast.
Laughing at yourself is important. This guy needs to laugh at himself right now.
I laugh at myself all the time.
Laugh.
I laugh at myself all the time. I honestly experience the most embarrassing things constantly that most humans would shudder at having to experience.
Yeah.
Like just like weird interjections, like when I go to talk and then like someone's on the phone, like, and it sounds stupid, but like it just happened the other day. My coworker, I went to go tell him something, but I didn't know he had his AirPod in and was on the phone. So
so
he like let me talk to him,
time.
and I just started talking to him straight, and then I was like, oh,
and
shit.
He's responding, but he's talking to the guy on the phone.
And he gave me the finger,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh,
yeah, he's
man.
Bitch.
No, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I laugh. I find the humor in all of that. I laugh at it.
But you're not laughing at it. You're just like, yeah, it's so funny. That's like the funniest thing that's ever happened to me. Like, it's good though. It's good. It's good.
It is.
I'm
I
such
do
a
find it funny.
douchebag sometimes.
I don't have to laugh at something to find it funny.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a lot of things that I find funny, and like on a base level, that I couldn't possibly laugh at. I.e., most stand-up comedy nowadays. There's like a lot of acts I watch, and I just go,
Ugh.
I'm like, that was
not
funny. Like base level, like it is funny.
It appeals to many.
It appeals to many,
but it's not the meta that you're on.
And I for a while struggled with thinking that's what it is, but is it the case that it's the meta I'm on, or is it the case that I have adapted, that my
You have adapted. I think
so
you have grown. I've always seen you as a comedian in a lot of ways.
If you drink wine all the time, right? If you drink really good wine and you get into the really expensive wines or whatever, you're going to develop a taste for it, right?
Sure.
And then when you go and buy a box of wine, it's going to taste like shit, right?
Maybe.
Right. Like, I just feel like that's the case.
So that's more like the commonplace wine is like just the standard comedian to you, or
well, I'm not making a direct. I'm not making a direct comparison. I'm just saying that, like, generally speaking, as you start to define your tastes.
Who's that one comedian that's so like he had a controversy about him? Matt
Rife.
Rife.
I don't know anything about him.
I don't know anything about him either.
I think what happened, and I'm just speaking out of absolutely no information, but
sure.
I think what happened was most of his audience were like young, politically correct people, and he tried to do like one kind of misogynistic but barely misogynistic joke, and a lot of his fan base freaked out. Yeah, okay. I think that's what happened.
Yeah,
I could be wrong, but it doesn't seem like it was a big deal at all.
Okay. Yeah, I never really seen his comedy at all. I don't know.
No, that's the thing, is it's like, to whatever extent someone does something and a lot of people like it, there's you can't argue against the fact that there's some kind of level of success there, or like whatever. I was having this argument the other day about Eminem with my roommate. I was like, Eminem is cringy to me, and I'm like, but also arguably cringy to most of the people. And
sure.
Like his argument is like, well, he's still hitting like the top of the charts or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, but he's carried by an old fan base, a disconnected fan base of people that I wouldn't want to sit in a room with and listen to music with. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so, like, to what extent is that just my opinion and I'm the wrong one? Or, you know what I mean? Like, are they right for liking it just because they like it and it's their opinion? But then I do believe I sit on a high horse, and it's like, I do believe that my opinion is more refined and a little bit.
I think there's truth to that. I think the people, especially like Eminem listeners who grew up with him, listening to him, are now married and have kids and have a whole life, and they're not really focused on like every artist out there. So yeah, they really endorse Eminem when he drops something.
But I listened to Eminem as a kid, and his old material, I really like a lot of his songs. Yeah. A lot of his old music is really good.
Yeah, I think the same. He's a very talented fella.
My genuine opinion is that he got old and cringy, and he's trying to force a new style,
a new message. Yeah.
Not even like that's the thing, is like,
where is the message? Yeah, like what is he even trying to say? Like he's just saying that he's.
Well, he gave into the cancel culture thing too, like the fuck cancel culture vibe, because like he made that song and nobody was even canceling him. And then it just makes him look bad. It's just everything makes him look bad. And then like the consensus I see is like the same way I feel. So when I see a large general consensus of people I agree with, and I'm like, oh yeah, I feel that same way. I feel like I'm holding the right opinion. You know what I mean? I'm not just like adopting others. No. I'm like, that's exactly how I feel. And all these people who I have a respect for, or at least, some kind of trust in, they feel the same way. But people whose opinion I don't respect and don't trust, like they
now, what would you
have
say
an opposite opinion
about MGK? Do you think he kind of transitioned into rock, or is he like still rapping?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm a bad person to talk to about like mainstream stuff because I don't pay attention to that. I don't like his music. I don't like him as a person, even though I don't know him at all.
Right, because that was like the first clash between like new age and like old head rapper clashing battle, like a rap battle thing that they had going on for a little bit.
It was not the first, but yeah,
it's one of
it's one of our modern recent ones.
Yeah, but
yeah, I don't know. It's all stupid.
Yeah,
it's all stupid. It made them both a lot of money.
Yep. You have to wonder if there's any beef at all. Drake.
The Kendrick and Drake thing was legit.
That was legit. He was pumping out bars. Kendrick.
Anyway,
we love Kendrick here.
This is a hip hop head podcast, dude.
Dude. We got
we represent,
Rick Rubin.
We represent rural America.
Rick Rubin's the producer, right?
For
like a big producer.
He's a giant producer. Yeah. Many.
We're getting Rick Rubin on next.
Rick Rubin's. I think he would fit in really well with this.
I think he would, and he would kind of like course correct us if anything. This is a messy podcast, but
be like, who are you guys?
I'm sure you guys are gonna cringe. Because I'm doing shit like this, and Ian hates me.
No,
I'm kidding.
I don't hate Kai. I don't hate anyone. I just think that.
We can refine it. We can get it better.
I think that I'm like, I could be wrong, but I am just trying to think. I'm just trying to be as present as possible.
Yeah.
And not think about the fact that there's a microphone in front of me or a camera on us.
Yeah. It does add an effect, though.
It does.
It's, you're being watched by something.
It does, but you can kind of ignore it.
You can. Especially if you get really into a topic. I think we were for a minute there. A couple things. But
I think breaking the fourth wall and talking about it a bunch is not nice.
Yeah, well.
It's not ideal.
Here we are. It's not ideal, but hey, what are you guys up to? Are you doing the dishes? Are you even listening to this? Are you jacking off?
Are you listening to music? Are you listening to Royce the 5'9" or Eminem? Are you on an elliptical?
Are you on our level?
Are you watching The Doors' greatest hits on DVD? Are you listening to
Shout out to our sponsor.
Alan Rickman interviews.
Alan Watts?
No, Alan Rickman, isn't it?
You have to get your life together.
Who played Sirius? Who played Snape? Sorry, who played Snape?
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman, yeah. Alan Rickman interviews before he passed.
That's what I'd be listening to.
That's what I'd be listening to.
That's what I'd be listening to if I wasn't doing this stupid fucking podcast.
What's going on outside?
Someone's bumping music next door, maybe?
A protest.
Protests.
Probably
protests in small town, countryside, Wisco. We are running out of time, unfortunately, but we have a couple minutes here to close out.
So we may honestly we'll go through this.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. See what it looks like, what it sounds like. If it's any good, dude, we'll release it. But at least we've got like a nice understanding of how things are. We know we can set up a podcast easily.
We can make it happen.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah,
I'm down to do this regularly.
I am excited to finish Atlantic Jackson, and then it'll be over, folks, and then you'll never have to see me wear that dumb wig again.
But
it's going to end on a great note, I promise.
Things. On to
better things.
I mean,
yeah, you're right.
I mean, in like life, like as far as what we get out of life. Yeah, yeah.
Everything should incrementally increase in quality and just.
I wasn't talking about quality. I meant get better as far as like life. Like
I want to say this though. Atlantic Jackson is not a perfect show. Never said it was.
It's
It
a
has
perfect
a
show.
lot of flaws,
It
but
is
it is a passion project.
It is very much like an NCIS.
Yep, it's up there.
NCIS meets Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm joking. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm sorry.
This is great. We love you
Actually,
guys.
it is kind of like an NCIS meets Trailer Park Boys.
In a way, there's some character.
Not like thematically, but like just like
the way it's shot.
Yeah.
It's like a clash.
Yeah.
Without black and white NCIS. That'd be cool.
No, it's great, dude. We're on the podcast. We're I don't think we screwed up. I think this is good. I think this is a good format to. I will say, maybe do a full 30. So do 30 minutes. Get super chopped. Do 30 minutes. See what we can do.
Yeah.
Go leave. Grab some beers. Have a few beers. Do the second half. 30, maybe 45 minutes.
Okay. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So, you okay?
No, I'm fine.
Oh.
In a very bad pain that would just worked its way down. No, it'll be good, dude. We'll do it, and then it'll be fun. And I honestly think that this next week I'll spend some time getting some topics together, things that we can talk about.
Sure.
I'll send them to you so you can think about it, like whether it's a news story or weird local event. I mean, for example, yesterday some guy collapsed at 5 a.m. on my street and died.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
I have no idea what happened. But I'm going to look into that.
We're going to look into that.
Yeah, we're going to look into that. We'll report what happened over on my street.
Yeah, everyone have a great night, great day. Yada, yada, yada. We'll see you next time.
Yeah, have a happy work week.
Have a happy work week.
Make your money and get your shit straight.
Don't think about the election. Just go to work.
Get your bread.
Ignore all the frenzy and fervor.
Get your bread.
Peace.
Do it.